everything was lost, but there was more freedom here. And right now, our wealth in this country has all been based on debt, and it is being liquidated. And if all our wealth is liquidated, but if we have that one thing left, liberty, and be allowed to go back to work, have our property protected, have a sound currency, have the contracts protected, believe me, it would be a short period of time till we'll all be back on our feet again. Right. If we are truly humanitarian, sometimes we're accused when we argue for liberty that we're selfish and all we want to do is take care and accumulate wealth. But if we are truly humanitarians, you have to argue for freedom. Because it is under freedom that you take care of the maximum number of people in the fairest manner. And that's what we have to argue for. It is that free society that we have been given and that we are liable to lose if we don't do something. Not only does it produce the greatest amount of prosperity for us all, but it also does something else, which is to me very important. Even if it didn't produce the greatest amount of prosperity, which I'm convinced it would and does, I would still want my liberties. Because when you get your freedoms, what happens is it releases the creative energy that is within each and every one of us. And then that allows us to strive for our self-excellence and our goals in life. If we have your freedoms, you can do that. If you're in a slave camp, it's very difficult to develop your excellence and promote your qualifications and all that you want to do in life. That is what the goal should be. Liberty is the answer. Not the welfare state, not the warfare state. We are not to be the policemen of the world draining our resources. And tell you what I think we could do in the transition. Because if they say, well, do what you should do and try to prevent this problem, there is a way. Right now, we're going in the wrong direction. We spent too much, we borrowed too much, we printed too much, we regulated too much. We get into trouble, so we spend more, borrow more, inflate more, and regulate more. We can't get out of it. But let me tell you, there's a lot of people who have become dependent on some of our programs at home. The Medicare system and the children and all this. I do not believe you attack that. But we spend $1 trillion a year marching around the world, getting ourselves into trouble and getting our people killed and killing other people. What we could do is save hundreds of billions of dollars, bring our troops home, have a stronger national defense, put some of that money against the deficit, and then take care of the people that really need the help, the infrastructure, or these other things. But unfortunately, the transition is not going to be allowed to us, most likely. So I suspect that now that the financial house of cards has collapsed, the foundation, which is the dollar, is only sand, and it will be destroyed. And everything that we're doing in Washington, we're destroying the dollar. When the dollar collapses, believe me, you'll want to know where your friends are, because we will have a struggle, and we will have to answer the very important question: what should the role of government be? And it's not the nanny state, it's the protection of liberty. Thank you very much.
Go off of murdering people and stealing property. Strictly